Greetings, YouTube. Happy Thanksgiving Eve, or as I used to like to call it, Happy Black Friday Eve. Though now in the contest, it's Cyber Weekend Eve. In less than 48 hours, we shall see what the offers are in the game, and based on your progression, logically, and I'll be doing a full preview and prediction video in about 24 hours on my channel. But logically, if you're Cavalier, the game is going to continue to do what it did in July 4th, which is to promote opportunities to take 6 stars to rank 2, or and if you're uncollected, it'll probably be more like 5 stars to rank 4 and rank 5. Nothing wrong with that, but that is just the pattern of offer behavior, so to speak, that we've seen in the past. So this week, if you've been staying up with the channel, we started with what best 4 stars to take up to rank 5. Then we talked about what 5 stars to take to rank 4 and 5 stars to take to rank 5. And now 6 stars to rank 2. Now, every time I do one of these videos, and I've only done a couple of them in my channel's history, I get, Prof, who cares? I don't have a single 6 star that's worth taking up to rank 2. They're all trash. A lot of you are like that. I get it. But maybe, just maybe, you're going to strike it rich this Cyber Weekend. Maybe, just maybe, you're going to pull that Ghost or that Corvus or that Domino or that Nick Fury or Captain America, Infinity War, or Void or Killmonger, Namor, Cole, Obsidian, etc. Maybe, just maybe, that's going to be you. So, as always, I do not have a lot of 6 stars like most people, unless you're, I guess, the Crystal Opening Whale himself. So I will be talking first and foremost about each class and then just a final bit of tips, because we do have some honorable mentions that I would never have guessed would have made it into this cut until I actually received the videos from people online. So without further ado, let's jump in and talk briefly about each class. Okay. Captain America Infinity War, I still think, just like Void, should be awakened as a 6 star before you take him to rank 2. I get that it's really exciting to have what I like to refer to as a third of the puzzle. If you get the champion, a third of the puzzle has been completed. If you dupe the champion, 2/3 of the puzzle has been completed, and then everything that takes you to max Sig, which was 6 stars, takes a very long time, Sig 200, in fact, that's going to be the last third of the puzzle. So, like, I pulled the 6 star Aegon. Cool, but it's only a third of the puzzle. Can't really use him for much. And even if I awaken him to Sig 20, I still think he's going to be pretty ineffective, especially if I got my hands on a 5 star that I could take to rank 5, Sig 200 comparatively. Katie Candy, my dungeon buddy, has a 6 star Void, but even though she has him awakened without being at a high Sig, she still really doesn't use him much at all, and has been very vocal about the fact that she won't take him to rank 2, maybe ever, but certainly not right now. So, as far as Science 6 stars are concerned, Captain America, Infinity War, and Void, if they're awakened. But science-wise, Thing, if you take to rank 2, could be an incredibly good decision. I have seen some insane gameplay of a 6 star Human Torch, and for that matter, a 6 star Invisible Woman, which shocks me, but at the same time, it's there. Luke Cage does not need to be awakened to consider taking to rank 2 if he's your best champ, and for that matter, neither does Red Hulk. I still think in this class, my 3 top choices besides the Awakens of Cap and Void would be Thing, Invisible Woman, and Luke Cage. Those are just the videos I've seen of people doing insane damage. But I remind you that if you're going to take a 6 star to rank 2, you need not 1, not 2, but 3 fully formed tier 5 basic catalysts. And those are very hard to get even on Cyber Weekend. So be patient with your 6 stars. Patience is the secret to so much in this game, as I always like to say. All right, when it comes to skill, of course, we wish we had a 6 star blade, but we don't. Killmonger, I've seen some great videos of. Heck, Masakre, I've seen some great videos. Aegon, only awakened and a pretty high Sig. Nick Fury, I'm on the team that I'd only take a 6 star Nick Fury up if he's awakened. I've seen some crazy bleed damage without the awakened ability, but I still think keep him at rank 1. As far as champions in this class that are 6 stars, I still think for the most part this is one of those classes where you just got to wait and be patient with the awakening, particularly with what I just mentioned with Nick Fury and Aegon. But if you're going to make do with a champion that maybe doesn't need to be all the way down, Stealth Spidey Unawakened, I've seen some amazing footage of that guy at rank 2 as a 6 star. So if Mr. Night Monkey is going to be your choice as long as you use him every day in questing. You don't want to waste precious rank up materials on champions that you don't use regularly. It is just a bad idea, and you cannot get those rank materials back. All right, we are moving on to a very intriguing class for 6 stars, and that is the Mutant class. Domino is a no-brainer. If you get her immediately, she's the top choice for rank 2. My 6-star Domino does insane damage. Besides that, Omega Red, it's the argument about the third of the puzzle, right? You pull him, great. But if he's not awakened, and especially if you don't have Suicide Masteries up, I would not take him at all to rank 2. Mostly besides that, you're going to have champions that you're just never going to take up. Cable, heck, even Sabretooth I wouldn't take. Now, Havoc is an interesting discussion because Havoc's damage is so amazing. But I still don't think I would endorse rank 2 for Havoc. Maybe some people give me some pushback on that, and I get the pushback. I actually think in some cases, particularly for defense, I've seen more argument for taking Emma to rank 2 as an unawakened 6-star, especially than Havoc. But that's just the data I've gathered. Maybe you disagree. Namor is somebody that I think this is now a discussion between Namor and Sunspot. Unawakened, I've seen more effect with Sunspot than I have Namor, but both champions are at the top of the list. In fact, I think it's you'll be hard pressed to find a better class to take to rank 2 than the Mutant class in general. But I'm going to put Domino at the top of this list, and Sunspot, probably Domino, Sunspot, then Namor, then Omega Red. Obviously, you want high SIGs on a couple of those. Okay, so we are moving right along. I wish we had 6-star Archangel or Iceman to talk about, but not yet. Let's go to the Cosmic class. If you got Corvus, it sometimes can feel like you've won the video game. Trust me, especially in Alliance Quest. And I've got a buddy who sends me videos every day of his insane Corvus takedowns of map 7, and that's in a top 5 Alliance. So you get Corvus, your game just becomes a lot more fun. Now, Captain Marvel movie, even though she's very solid unawakened, I still think if it was me, I would wait. If I had a choice between taking a 5-star Captain Marvel at SIG 200 up to rank 5 before an unawakened Captain Marvel to rank 2, I would every time. So I would wait until Captain Marvel is awakened to make that push. I would probably focus on the 5-star over the 6-star until then. Corvus, not the case. Corvus is a no-brainer. A lot of these champs, I don't know enough about the new Vision, but I don't think the answer is yes from what I've seen. Venom can do insane damage at rank 2, but personally, I would rather say besides Corvus, if you had the first world problem, Cole Obsidian, even unawakened as a 6-star, can do insane damage. Now, Venom the Duck, unawakened, is my third choice for this class. And then there are a couple of honorable mentions. Believe it or not, Hela seems to be a 6-star rank 2 beast. And I've seen great videos of that damage, and I featured some on my channel. But for the most part, I'd stick to the 3 I just named. Corvus is number 1. Awakened Captain Marvels, I'll put her at 3. And Cole Obsidian, and then Venom the Duck probably at 4. Those 4 in some order are my choices for the Cosmic class. Now, I wish I could talk about Stark Spidey. You know how I feel about the new Vision. I would not take him to rank 2, even though you kind of had to if you purchased his Awakened ability, because the rank up gem just came with the 15,000 second unit bundle. But Ghost is incredible. My Ghost at rank 2, when I play her correctly, and Lord knows that's when, is awesome. Now, for variant content, there's a great argument that even Unawakened Sentinel is a solid rank 2 choice. Ultron, I've seen some videos of him going up to rank 2. I think just one, actually. And I still wish Ultron hit harder. Sentinel before Ultron, for sure. Guillotine 2099. I know some of you sent me some messages of her at her full potential. And I also am intrigued to see what happens with her once this patch comes in December, because a little bit of her mechanics are going to be fixed or improved. And according to at least one person that reached out to me, they're going to actually wait until the patch is done and then take her to rank 5 as a 5-star. I still think Darkhawk and Guillotine 2099 are in the rank 2 conversation, no doubt. Obviously, Darkhawk's been around longer, and so we've had more opportunity to see his utility. But besides that, I got to say, Darkhawk, no, even though he used to be up there as one of the best 6-stars. Yondu, nope. But way down the list, Warlock is, I think, just an obvious choice. And I do think ideally you want him awakened, but he's still up there. Ghost is at the top of the list. Warlock, Sentinel, Guillotine 2099, and Darkhawk are my choices. Darkhawk, I really do think you should wait until he's awakened, though. Okay, lastly, hey, what's up, 6-star Dr. Doom? Maybe I will dupe him with a miracle dupe next time. And by next time, I mean tomorrow, because on Thanksgiving, I believe the Mr. Fantastic crystals are officially arriving in the contest, which means the Dr. Doom sub-featured drop rates are also arriving in the contest. But besides that, Symbiote Supreme, even unawakened to rank 2, if you have probably at least 3 out of 5 in Mystic Dispersion, I think that is a great choice. Besides that, pretty selective on 6 stars. Dr. Doom, if he's awakened for prestige purposes by itself, seems like it is a obvious choice. Black Widow Clairvoyant, if you pull her from a featured 6-star, I think that is an awesome rank 2 opportunity. As the game progresses, I think Black Widow Clairvoyant will only gain in utility, believe it or not. But this class is pretty low on the people I would recommend. The honorable mention for this class is Morningstar. I really think that Morningstar is a fantastic champion as well as a 6-star. And if you have her awakened especially, you should consider it. But Black Widow Clairvoyant, Dr. Doom for both utility and especially prestige, and Symbiote Supreme round out this the feedback on this. You got some people who you'll love playing with. I actually really enjoy my 6-star Hood and my 6-star Awakened Guillotine, but I would never take either of them to rank 2 given the other options that are available down the line as 6 stars. So there you have it. The final video in my 4-day series of pre-Cyber Weekend rank up advice. Thank you to everybody who has submitted, agree, disagree, comments. It's all appreciated. I am just one voice. I never want anybody to listen to my channel and think that it's gospel for MCOC. It's just one man's opinion, and sometimes I can be right, and sometimes I can be laughably wrong. And so I just want to put my thoughts out there in case they help somebody, but the more opinions on this, the better. And honestly, the more disagreement, the better in a lot of cases. I appreciate a healthy dialogue because it makes me better as a content creator, and hopefully it makes you better as somebody who can learn more about each of the champions in the game. Have a great Thanksgiving Eve, YouTube. Thanks for watching.